Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Okay, Coach, it is most likely the final go-around here in this building, but the NFL playoffs have come to sold-out Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mariota to throw it. He's got a man. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now Gordon on first down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Three. Blue Army. Army. Whip. One. Watch the whip. Get it. Kill. One.
Off the play fake, Mariota sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check safety, check safety.
Running it, Washington. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Ready? Alert, alert. Go. Choose the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
And 13.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Mike, check 33. 33. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the gun, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the Chargers punter now. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll start the drive in Washington. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
52 is the mark, boy. 52. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
To throw is Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
I love it. 3 down, 3 down. Come on. Check 52 is the mark. Let's go.
Watson now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Trevor Daniel. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On 4th down, it's Trevor Daniel to punt. Taking on the midfield logo. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack. Watch your slack. One.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Right there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm scared.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Where are they, team? Watching you quiet. They were pretty quiet. One.
They go play action. Mariota. And it's complete. Henry. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run from the shotgun with Washington. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Choose the mic. No game on this defense. No game.
On 3rd down, Watson. Joey Bosa drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. A very good gain on first down, 9 yards on the dump-off.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check, check, lucky. Hard. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. That's 24.
Here's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Hey, watch it, watch it. Oh,
Here's Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Watson on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Switch, switch, switch. 25. Check 25. 59.
Throwing again, it's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
55. 59. Check 52's the mark. Man, I got you.
Now Watson on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Following the interception here, Mariota steps away to his left. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rip right. Check 9. Check 3.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
33. I got one. Hey, check Mike 32, fellas, let's go. I got one. Mike, check 33. Hey, one. Pick it up, D. Hey, check Mike 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 33. Delta. Mike, check 33.
On first down, it's Gordon.
Run to the ball.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first, here's Washington. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Where's 52? Washington points back.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Dixon. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
31. Hey, 51. 52. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Mike. 52. Get the boy down, he's coming. You got go. You got go.
From the red zone now, Watson off the shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Watson just beating the play clock. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Tighten up.
To throw is Mariota. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A first down throw for Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw Mariota. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They run it here with Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
65. Check 3. Check 3. One.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Gordon, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 41. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Bang, 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 bang. Where are they, team?
Mariota on first down. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 40 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now a 20th carry, number 20 here from Melvin Gordon. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Washington, 75 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now Mariota on fourth down. And caught by Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on fourth down in the fourth quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, it's Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
41 Mike. Let's go, let's go.
Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.